Hi guys, anyone that's joining me, I'm live on the bank at Farlows. Hi Dave, hi James. I'm in peg 43 at Farlows. I've been here since about lunchtime. Hi Gary. I had a mirror just under £21 this afternoon. I'm fishing singles at range, 100 yards. And I picked a fish up, so I'm well pleased with that, especially after blank last week. Hi Nick. I was going to go a bit earlier, but I forgot Leon was on at 8 o'clock. I wasn't sure if he was at 7. I wasn't sure if he was 7 or 8 o'clock. And my reception's really bad here, guys. So if I do start buffering, just let me know, yeah? Can you hear me alright? Because it's windy as well, and I'm right by the M25, so... Oh, my wife, so that's where you are. You know where I bloody am. I'm always fishing. Cheers guys, you can hear me fine, that's brilliant. Anyone else out on the bank tonight? It's really, I mean, it's pretty mild, but in the wind it is chilly. But I've got a bit of a sore throat and stuff, so I think I'm coming down with something. I actually feel a bit cold myself. You're going out tomorrow, Gary, where are you going? Hi Dan. Hi Louis. Yeah, I mean, I'm here. I got to Farlows, and it's really busy. I wanted to get back down where the weed was. Hi Welsh carp catcher. Yeah, and but it's absolutely rammed down there. So I've come down to the open end of the lake. It's really wide down here. They get down here in the winter. And I had in plan to fish singles anyway, because I fished over bait last week and didn't catch anything. Dave, I caught it on a yellow pineapple pop-up 12mm on a stiff hinge. I'm fishing 100 yards. I got 3 out in a line on singles. So yeah, within the hour it was away. Dan Bart, and any sign of the big winter feed up? No, not at the minute. It's gone quiet, the lake. Very, very quiet. It's really, really moody, and I don't know what it is, but it will, once they get on the feed here, it will go mad. Yeah, Gary, my syndicate's like that, a chalk pit, and it's like 40 foot deep. It's hard fishing waters like that. James, I'm glad you enjoyed the rig video. That's what it's about. Listen, I don't make out I'm a professional or nothing like that. It's just the way I fish. It's successful for me. And if it helps others, then I'm happy with that. Yeah, Michael, it has gone quiet. The whole country is pretty quiet, to be honest. I was really pleased to catch that fish. You know, I mean, it's a 20 pounder, but it's a fish after last week's disastrous session. Hi, Luke. Dan, there's nothing showing at all, mate. I've not seen a fish show. Yeah, I agree, Gary. It does make it special. My syndicate water has got a £50 common in it, but there's only about 40 fish in the whole lake, and it's 25 acres. It's 40 foot deep. It's hard. What do you mean, Luke? Yeah, I caught a fish earlier, yeah. Cheers, Leon. Leon, your blogs are brilliant, mate, and you inspire me to do mine, so... And it's quite nerve-wracking when you first go live, but I enjoy doing it, that's it. Luke, if you mean what fish, I had a fish just under £21 this afternoon, which, the way the lake's fishing, and it's quite busy on here, I've done really well just to nick a fish. I'm hoping they get their heads down tonight out there. Evening, Dan. Yes, Dan, I had cheeseburger and chips delivered to me tonight about 5 o'clock. Lovely. Yeah, Luke, you did say tight lines, mate, yeah. Leon's a natural, Michael. Keeping it real, and I try and do that as well. I do minimal editing in my films, and you know, we all blank, and we catch, and it's even better. That's it, Leon. Cheers, mate. James, baiting wise at Farlows, I've done 50 kilo boilie on a 5-day session here before in the summer. If the fish are on you, you can go for a hell of a lot of bait. But winter here, I just fish singles, to be honest. I'm always full of weekend anglers. I never fish at weekends, so I'm never sure what bait goes in. So I start off with singles. I've always got bait with me. I always carry 5 kilo boiler with me, but it doesn't mean I use it. I've got it with me in case I need to, but like on this session, the boiler's back in the car. I'm not going to use it. So yeah, you just got to play it by ear when you're here, really. Luke, I am close to the M25. It's literally 10 yards behind me. I'm on a smelly bank at Farlows. Welsh Carter, we'll have a look, mate. I think I subscribed to you anyway, didn't I? I'm sure I did. Gary, you'd laugh at how much my syndicate is. My mate actually owns it. I pay £60 a year for 3 rods. But it's not an easy water. It's a ball breaker. Like I said, it's about 40 fish. It's 25 acres. It's steep cliffs, a lot of it. Chalk pit. It's very weedy. There's snags in there. But the rewards are there. I've had 1 fish out of there, and I've been fishing it for 3 years. I don't go there a lot. I had a fish out at £24.6 4 years ago, and it's just broke the £40 barrier now. It's a lovely fish. Michael, I'm fishing between gravel bars. I'm in a silk gully. I'm fishing at 25 wraps. Evening, Chris Dodd. Dan Barton, no, I don't lead about at Farlows, because I've been fishing this place for over 25 years. All the swims that I fish, I've learnt over the years, and they're all noted on my phone. So I can go in any swim on Farlows, and I know the spots, which makes a hell of a difference. Because to me, I've gone out there today with 3 casts, my 3 rods, and that is it. There's no more disturbance out there, and I think that helps a lot. I really do. I'm sure me or Leon could do that. Leon probably a lot better at it than me, but yeah, signs are showing fish. I mean, it can be a simple thing of a flick of a towel or a vortex in the water. And the other thing, guys, is binoculars, yeah? Carry binoculars, because when you're fishing at 100 yards, like I am at the minute, it makes a hell of a difference having something like that. It could be the little head pops out, just breaks that bit of water, you know. Flat spots, Gary, I should just speak me to it. Flat spots as well. You know, you get a lot of flat spots, especially when like it's windy out there now, and whatever people put out, they've only got to disturb that bottom bit, and you will get a flat spot. The other thing I look for as well, I know we go on like Leon about the black chickens and stuff like that, but sometimes the birds do help. Yeah, I've caught fish before, you know, where the coots are over the top here, they're diving down, and then you get a take, because the birds are not silly, you know. Them fish are smashing up the bottom, picking up bait, bits are floating up in the columns as they do that, and the birds are eating it. It's easy food for them. Luke, Harvey, I would love to do a blog with Leo. Maybe we'll get on Dan Farlow's one time. Dan Barton, can you have a butcher's at my phone? My notes are worth millions, mate. No, listen, you've got to do your homework when you're on waters, definitely. Have a little tell if someone's going to fish it for the first time. Listen, you've only got to message me and I'll put you in the right place. If you look at my videos, I'm never shy of showing you guys the spots. Yeah? I'll always do that. Yeah, I could write a book about Farlows, to be honest. Yeah, Gary, you're right. Birds do spook. They don't like things underneath them. And if the carp are mid-water as well, the birds won't go over the top of them. They don't like that. Hi, Tim. Nick, I've been fishing Farlows when it was Boyer Leisure. I used to have a gold ticket on here, £200 a year. Donkeys years ago. I'm 45 now and I started fishing it when I was about 17. Evening, Tim. Yeah, so it's a bit different here now. It's so much secure. There's not, you know, there used to be a lot of gypsies and stuff nicking people's gear up here. But now it's really, really secure. It's a lovely fishing here as well. Luke, one day you will see me, mate. I'm always here. People are always walking past, stopping me. They go, "You the guy off YouTube, ain't you?" But I'm always friendly. I'm approachable. I'm not, you know. I'm still young, Nick. Thank you. Yeah. Yeah, Leon, mate. If you come down, just let me know, and we'll definitely meet up for a night or two. Definitely. That'd be brilliant. Michael's hit the bell notification now, good lad. I'm young compared to Leon. I don't think Leon's over 40 yet. You've got to get to Farlows, James, yeah? Keep watching my videos. Well, I'm not promoting the fishery in any way. I don't do stuff like that, but this is my... I love the old English carp, and there's a lot in here. There's still a couple that I would really, really like to catch out of here, which is the big common. Is there any carp older than me, Dave? Cheeky git. Probably is. I'd say there is in here, actually. There's some right old minters in here, like real, real old fish. Nick, he just looks it. Leon's not going to be happy with that. Any questions you guys want to ask me? And if Leon's in the house, I'm sure he can help. Guys, I've got to thank you lot as well, yeah. I'm over, I'm over 600 now, 620 something subscribers, which for me, only going for 10 months is bloody good. Gary, where's Medway Lakes, mate? I don't know where they are. I'll be 50 this year. Don't look at it, Leon. Am I fishing winter baits there? What do you mean by that, George? Never heard of them, Gary. Thanks, Willie Watson. Yeah, just, I mean, I've only done about 14 videos or something now. Tim P, I'm on stiff hinges, little 2-inch stiff hinges, 12mm pop-ups. Any property to rent near Farlows? Might be, mate. Thanks, James. Leon must have had a tough paper round. Why are you being horrible to Leon tonight? What am I fishing on at the moment? I'm on silt. I'm in a silt gully, but it's hard silt. Have I changed baits from what I use in the summer? Yes. Well, actually, I'm on singles at the minute, but we'll be on a nutty base. Yeah, milk protein one. Gary, I've not heard of it, honestly. Willie, I don't. Sometimes my blogs are long, and if you enjoy them and they're like an hour, I mean, I was thinking about cutting them into like 2 parts and stuff like that, but I can't be asked for all the editing and stuff. Do you know what I mean? I just rather just get it all uploaded, and that's how you know. I like looking at longer videos as well, to be honest. Tim P, I hope I do get one tonight. The big girls are definitely due out. Evening, Gary. Cheers for that. Yeah, Gary, my JH baits who I'm with, they do a good nut bait as well. Yeah, can't be Chris. Farlows does like a lot of bait, but it's like in any situation. The lake's switched off. There's no point in putting it in. You know, if I went and got a double take earlier on the singles, then maybe I might have put a kilo of boilie out or something like that to see if I could get a few more bites. But it's got to be in the right situation. Nick Minter, I'm on mono. I'm on 18-pound Synchro XT fully loaded, straight through. And I fish tubing, the tungsten tubing from Calder, a decent length for that. It protects it from the bars and stuff out there. Listen, before I joined JH Baits, Luke Harvey, I was an avid mainline user. Cell, Activate back in the day, the Grange and everything like that. There's no wonder bait out there. If a carp's out there feeding, they're going to pick it up. That's what I think anyway. Oh, I lost you then. But guy, Luke, if you want to get use Cell over here. Mainline pumped in here, so sticky baits, that's pumped in here as well. Yeah, Willie, the pressure's dropping a lot. It was on 113 when I started this afternoon. It's down to 1.6 now, I think. I'm on the back of the wind. It's a southwesterly blowing, but it is quite chilly. It's not warm in that wind, trust me. I'm on the back of it. Any chance of a fishing lesson at Farlows? Just watch my videos, mate. That's all you got to do. I don't do no lessons. I do the competition, so you can spend 40 hours on a bank with me. And that's it. I'm not into all that. The winner hasn't come forward yet, mate. No, I'm going to give them a week. If they don't, then the second place, the person I draw will basically just get on it. Yeah, Chris, I like the line as well. I used Darwin Sensor all my life, really, until I got onto this line. I think it's a really, really good line. You get some lines that are really like ropey and stuff like that and don't sink very well, but once this bed's in, this Synchro, it's a really good line. And I always when I get my spools redone, I go to Johnson Ross in Hoddesdon, and they've got a spooling machine there, and they spool all my spools up. I've got all spare spools, and they do it, and it's the best way. It's brilliant. I don't know. Let's ask the guys here. Louis after some nutty boilies. Anyone recommend any? Exactly, Gary. Any bait in the right spot. Welsh carp, no, I've not used northern baits. Exactly, Leon. Dave, the line I use is Synchro XT by ESP, the fully loaded. Yep, Sticky Manila, Willie. Urban Nutcracker, that's another proven bait. Leon can tell you a bit more about that bait from when he was back on Urban. But yeah, that's a good bait. See, like Leon's saying there, it's where you put your rig as well, guys. A lot of people fall into a trap of seeing this wonderful rig comes in a magazine because a certain angler has caught a fish on it and everyone changes over to it. I have like three rigs probably that I use that I'm 100% confident in, and I'm not going to change for anybody. If you're catching fish on it, why change? It's pointless, absolutely pointless. Yeah, Tim P says he's on CC More Live system, so you know it's working for him. The world's carp catcher. Yeah, you like my rig video. Listen, what you see there is what you get with me. That's it. Just keep it simple. You haven't got to be hard. You know, you ain't got to make it complicated and too much metal work on rigs. I don't like all that. Willie Watson location is the key. You find the fish, 90% of the work's done. You present the bait and the rig on them. Can't do no more than that. Dave Fisher, keep it simple, exactly. Carpy Chris is 3 rigs only. $35, I'm pleased with this. 35 people online, quality. What's my favourite rig? Pop up, hinge stiff, bottom bait, simple knotless knot. You can't go wrong with it. I don't think so anyway. How high am I popped up? About 2 inches. George Anderson, he has 12 different goos but never caught a carp on the go. Listen, that stuff was made to catch the anglers out, mate. Honestly, it's just another gimmick. It really is. Yes, Luke, simple knotless knot. Tim, if you look at my video I done on my rigs, I done a bottom bait. I used the semi-stiff, but then I take the last 6 inches off for the hair, and it gives a bit of a hinge just above the eye of the hook for my bottom bait rigs. The citrus spray from Nash, Louis had success with. Good on you. Yeah, Nick, I'm fishing in hard silt. I get a donk when the lead lands. Even I'm making sure I hit the clip. It's going down with a thud. It's silt though, but it's hard silt. And I always critically balance my hinge stiff so they sink really, really slow. I test them in the edge before I cast them out, so I know that they're sitting perfect. What's my pop-up rig? Hinge stiff. Yeah, Robert, it's not that easy, is it? Yeah, Luke, the lake is quite busy. The weedy end of the lake, which is the shallower end of the lake, it's absolutely rammed down there. So I'm on my own up at this end of the lake, which I like. But there's no fish showing anywhere. I think 2 come out last night on the end of the arm, peg 32. Yeah, Tim Daly, I've used the Ronnie rig and I've caught on the Ronnie rig. I've done it on my... Look on my rig video that I've done. I used a boom from Calder. Hiya, Jack. I'm in peg 43, mate. Cheers, cheers, Leon. Definitely, mate. We'll catch up over Farlows. Definitely, mate. Enjoy the show. Jack, I've still got them scales for you, you know. They're brand new. I keep forgetting to bring them, but they're hanging up in my garage. I've never used them. Yeah, I'm going to try and get a, like Leon's just said there, we'll try and get a session, me and him together, and just do like a dual blog or something like that. I don't know what we'll do something. I'll get a barbie gown and stuff, a little bit of a social with him. I first met Leon beginning of the year, before I started blogging at Sandhurst. And, you know, I've never met him before, and I just walked up to his bivvy. He was fishing down in Peg 11, I think. His dog went bloody mental. I thought he was going to kill me. And he was chatting. He's such a down-to-earth guy. He really is. He really is a nice guy. Yeah, I go carping on the show every year, mate. I try and win the raffle at the end. Last year I got up on stage and won a set of Witchwood scales for 30 quid, and the guy before me won about 3 grand's worth of gear. Just my luck. Yeah, you're right there, Gary. Good old carp dog, yeah. He done half bloody bark when you approached Leon's bivvy, though. Yeah, carp with Chris. Farlows in April. You'll like it here. Have you been here before? The bait I'm using at the minute, Luke, is the JH Baits Pepper pop-ups, pink and white, and a yellow pineapple. I've not put no bottom baits out. I'm on a test bait at the minute called B4. It's a yeast bait, but I've got it with me, but I'm not putting it out. Chris, you'll love it. If you come up here, you'll fall in love with the place. A dog's allowed at Farlows Day fishing. Yes, they are, mate. You just got to keep them on a lead and obviously clean up after. I was going to bring my dog because 2 years ago I wanted to buy a carp dog, so I bought a golden doodle. They're rare, quite a rare dog, but he wasn't supposed to be as big as he is, and my bivvy ain't big enough for him, so I can't bring him. Yeah, Luke Harvey, weekend home, don't blame you. I need to take a pie with me, yeah, for Leon. Anyone's going to think he's bloody greedy. Hi, Edward. Yeah, I've been here since lunchtime, and I had a £20 12-ounce mirror out after the rod's been out an hour. I'm just fishing singles. You're lucky, Luke, if you're only 30 minutes away from the lake. Alright, cheers, Gary. It takes me about an hour to get here. But today it took 2 hours because there was a crash on the A1. Guys, what I want to try and do, yeah, I know Leon's going to do a social next year at probably going to be Sandhurst. I want to try and get it as well with him, and like maybe get Carl G, and you know, maybe a couple of the other bloggers to get on a social and just get down there and just have a bit of a social, you know. Edward, I'm in Peg 43 on Smelly Bank. Luke, I wish my boy would. He comes to France with me. I'll give him all the gear, but he's not really interested, to be honest, now. He come to France because I took my father-in-law, because that was the first time he went there. and I've done France a lot. I used to do France 2-3 times a year, and now I cut it back really. But my boy, no, he's not interested in coming in the UK, unfortunately. I wish he would. I do a lot of fishing on my own. I quite enjoy it. I enjoy the peace. Obviously, I'm not unsociable. People come up and talk to me, but I just like the peace. It's not even about catching. It's just switching off from work. I mean, my phone does go quite a bit for work, but you're not in that work environment, if you know what I mean. Yeah, I just enjoy fishing on my own, to be honest. And I've quite a few socials. Like one of my best mates, Mark Rosen. We get up. I mean, he lives in Bournemouth, so we get up and meet as much as we can. But yeah, I enjoy a social as well. There's John Wallace that comes from here. There's a few guys that we will meet up. Yeah, Luke, you'll love France once you go France. I mean, the lake I fish, Blue Water, it's booked up for like 2-3 years. I can't get on there to 2019 now. Guy, what is my daytime job? People have messaged me this before. Basically, I run the lives of a couple of billionaires. I look after everything for them. That's why I do all my work by my phone. I organise everything. I ship cars around the world for them. They've got fleets of Ferraris and stuff like that. I actually flew out to Spain a few weeks back to pick up a Mercedes AMG and drove it back from Marbella back to the UK, and that was on like a 12-hour notice. So literally they called me, can I do it? Boom, I'm on a flight, I'm out there, I bring the car back. I look after their houses in the UK, anything like that. I do everything for them. Why do you keep buying so many boilies? He's retracted that now. It is an addiction, mate. I used to have bloody hundreds of tubs of pop-ups. Yeah, it is a good job I got, mate. It never used to be like that, though. It's the last 10 years I've been doing it. Yeah, Willie, it's the same, innit? It's just that peace and quiet. Everyone looks for it in their life, I think. Whatever sport you do, whether it's golf, fishing or whatever, it's just that, I don't know, I just love it. Yeah, plumber's life's not a bad life. Earn some money at that. Especially do plumbing for the people I work for. I got to go to Miami last year as well. I spent a week out there because they bought a £20 million mansion. And I went out there to oversee the moving in and stuff like that, the art being hung and things like that. So I spent a week out there. Hi, Jason. Anybody want to ask me anything else? Up to 37 now, this is good. What's my all-time favourite book? Obviously, you mean Boiler, yeah? I'd probably say, going back old school, when I first started carp fishing, was probably the Richworth Tutti Fruities. And then Mainline Activate, which was an absolutely brilliant bait, which is now the hybrid from Mainline, which is the hybrid is Cell and Activate mixed. But I'm with JH Baits, and honestly, this season has been absolutely brilliant. Chris, yeah, I don't see why not, mate. I've got my I've entered the BCAC next year. I got my qualifier on Farlows middle of March, I think. I'm doing that with Mark. So I'm going to try and get to the final of that, which would be good. See, the other thing I'm lucky with my job as well is I don't fish weekends. I'll never fish weekends. Right, cheers, Tim. Right, Matt. I've had one out, mate. Just under £21. Yeah, exactly, Luke. YouTube subscriber social. That's what we should do. No, I don't mesh my pop-ups. No. I just fish them straight on. I burn them on with floss. Who's my carp fishing inspiration? Bloody hell, that's a good one. The angler I actually really like is Steve Briggs. I really do like that guy. I've met him, I've spoken to him at Farlows. He used to be up here, and he's a nice guy. Cheers, Matt. Matt is fishing hard as well, isn't it? I've only got singles out there, mate, but pick one up. Robert, I fish from the day after Boxing Day until New Year's Eve at Farlows every year, and you always get a swim. It's busy, but you will get on here. A few of my mates always normally get up around that time. Yeah, George, Steve Briggs is a legend. I like Steve Briggs. And obviously going back to Leon as well. Leon's the down-to-earth angler as well, and Steve Briggs is like that. Approachable. Best drink to take on the bank. I don't drink alcohol when I'm fishing, so I have it up. Loads of that. Double spoon of that. 3 sugars. Keeps me going. Yeah, Robert, you probably will see me. If you see me on the bank, just come and say hello. Yeah, Dave Lane's another one. I do cook proper food on the bank, yeah. When I'm at Farlows, though, they do a food package, so that's what I've been having. But I cook steaks, burgers, everything. I'm not a pot noodle guy, no. I used to be a ginster's pasty to be lazy all the time, but I got sick to death of them, so now it's steak, burgers and stuff like that. No, I haven't yet, Gary. I know. I keep meaning to subscribe to that, to be honest. Because Elliot Gray's another good guy. He's brilliant with a camera and that. He's brilliant. No, I won't be at Northern Show, mate, no. Yeah, I am buzzing after that cup, mate. I love my coffee. Yeah, definitely Robert, mate. Yeah, cooked in the Ridge Monkey, Tim. And the other thing, guy, is the Ridge Monkey Light. Yeah, man, that is one of the best things I've ever bought. Definitely is. So I just got to get my battery pack because I'm running low on battery. So I'm up to date with the questions there, guys. Yeah, Luke, I was going to get onto St Ives next year. That's one water I want to get on. But after seeing a Sheffield Lynn like that on the shallow, that's devastating to see that. Cheers, Dave. Yeah, otters are a major problem. Cheers, Robert. Yeah, I haven't got the head torch, mate. I've just got my head torch. Yeah, I got this off eBay. It was something like 10 quid. It's a rechargeable one, but it's got all the settings on it, the 3 settings, and it's got a focus on it. And I've had this for about 3 or 4 years now, and it's never let me down. It's brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. But I do most of them, even if I get a fish in the night, in the dark, I try not to put my head torch on. Respect for other anglers as well, but I just try and do most of it until I have to get the fish in the net, then I'll get the lights on. I'll tell you a good story about rats one time. I was fishing Milton Pools in Oxford, and the rats up there are huge. Yeah, and what I'd done to keep myself entertained, I had a landing net, my 42-inch landing net with a handle over my knee. I put cubes of luncheon meat in the net, and they used to come in, I used to lift the net up like that and catch them in it, kill them, and I had a pile of 30 rats in the morning. I piled them up. That's how many were there. Guy Farlows is quite busy, yeah. Well, it was when I got here at lunchtime. I mean, a lot of anglers might have pulled off. But yeah, they might have pulled off. There's always a steady flow of anglers at Farlows. And the thing is, at the minute, we're all waiting for this winter feed up, because it's going to happen. And when Farlows kicks off, it kicks off. You just got to be at the right time. I'm always looking at their Facebook page, just, you know, like I said last night, people put pictures up of fish, and I study the background. I know it quite well. Hi Drew, I'm in peg 43. Luke, it certainly did kick off in the summer. That social I'd done on the end of the arm is ridiculous. My mate Mark had something like 30 something fish, and I think I had 8 in 48 hours, but I had that nice common as well. He used 50 kilo boilie, 54 kilo boilie, and I've done about 15 or 20. But like people have said before, the whole country is fishing very moody at the minute. I mean, last week it was a northerly blowing, it was bloody freezing. This week we've got southwesterlies, and it's lows of 12 degrees tonight, all through the night. And the fish don't know what they're doing. And they've banned zigs on here as well, because I think I'll have zigs out there at the minute, if I could, mid-water, or 3/4. Have you guys got any tips for anyone out there? Any tackle you've bought, anything like that? Yeah, Luke, the end of the arm can be good. I mean, I've done a lot of videos in the end of the arm because the fish have actually been there. But sometimes you can go in there and they're not there. It just depends. But if you can spend a week in there, they will turn up on you. But just be prepared with bait-wise, because you need a lot of bait to hold them. Matthew, yeah, there's a few double swims here. The other thing, people ask me what are the best pegs at Farlows. You could ask me on that about any lake. The best peg is the one with the fish in it. There's no best peg on any lake. People get stuck in their ways about they want to fish a certain peg even before they get to the lake. It's wrong. You know, the fish might not be there. I always look for the fish. I look in the snags, I look everywhere. Yeah, Drew, I bet you're looking forward to it. Yeah, Luke, I've got the same light, mate, with the remote. Why is peg 1 and 2 always taken? Why do you think, Dan? Nearest car park and the cafe and the tackle shop and the toilets. Yeah, Willie, you're right. Do you know, I learned from a very good angler over here about zig fishing, even in winter and stuff like that. If there's a full moon, a clear sky, get the black foam out, because you're looking up, the fish are looking up at the black foam, you know, and it's so bright, the sky, you can catch a lot of fish. I saw this guy absolutely demolish Lake 2 one winter's evening on it. Yeah, fish do come out of there, Luke. It's inevitable they're going to come out of there. There's islands around there, so it always holds fish. Jack, the Free Spirit CTX rods are brilliant. Yeah, I've had mine for 2 years now. I've got the 12-foot, 3.5 pound test curve SU stepped up ones, and they're absolutely brilliant. Guy, they've banned zigs because people were using 6-pound hook lengths and the lake's weedy. Don't make sense. People make a rod for their own back. I've done in my previous videos here, I fish strong all the time. I don't care. Well, if that alarm bleeps once, yeah, and I've got a fish attached to it, I want to land that fish. I could go out there now with 8-pound line and probably get a bite, but the chances are I'll lose it. I'm not into that. Fish welfare, you know. Exactly, Luke. You've got to fish strong. You've got to fish strong. And the thing is now, with technology, the line diameter and stuff on these lines now is so good. It really is good. I mean, there is certain swims on here that I wouldn't fish straight through on. And I use a 30-pound leader, fluoro leader. Yeah, Jack, they're good rods, aren't they, mate? For the money, they're brilliant. Johnson Ross, I got 3 rods for 330 quid, I think. There was a deal on at the time, buy 2 and then get 1 for a certain amount, so yeah. Luke, I've got Delkims, EV Pluses. I've got no TXIs, nothing like that. I don't believe in that. Walking away from swims and all that. Don't need a receiver. Yeah, I'm waiting for a bite as well. I'd love to get a take while you guys are on here. I really would. The bite I had earlier though was just like one bleep and it pulled the bobbin up to the alarm and that was it. It just went left on a tight line. So they're not really having it at all. Because the bites here normally are like proper screamers, really. Yeah, my alarms are Delkims. I've had these for about 4 or 5 years. I actually bought them on the Carp On show from Dance and Angling. They had a deal on at the time. And I bought all the snag ears, the duo lights and all that stuff at the same time. And I've never had a problem with them. People say they get wet and all that, so they don't. I've never had a problem with my alarms. Never. And the battery life in them is brilliant. So yeah, they are good alarms. But saying that, I do like look at the new Fox ones as well. Guy, why don't I use a receiver? I don't see the point. I have my alarm set on volume 3, which no one else can hear, but I can hear it in my bivvy. My rods, I don't know if you can see them. You probably won't see them. They're literally. Let me turn on a minute. You ain't seeing them, but they're literally rod length from where I'm sitting. I don't see the point. Right, guys, I'm going to give it another 5 minutes and then I'm going to finish this now. Has anyone got the new Fox alarms yet? Yeah, Luke, it's the same bivvy as you. I've got the Fox Royal 1 man. 155 quid including the wrap off eBay. Jack, I've got the Sonic Torno 8000s. I've had them for 2 years, never had a problem with them. Brilliant reels. What do you mean, Luke? Oh, the wrap. I can't remember. I got it from now, mate. But they were doing a deal for 155 quid. The bivvy was 120 something quid. I can't remember. And they were chucking in the over wrap for another 30 quid or something. Cheers, Tim. But you can get an over wrap for this bivvy on eBay for 55 quid anyway. Loads of people do it. I very rarely use the overwrap, to be honest. RX Pluses, Luke, they're 600 quid for 3 alarms and a receiver. Right, people are going now. I'm down to 17, so we'll give it a couple more minutes and then we'll call it quits. Do you know what I'm looking forward to as well? The weather people, I reckon we're going to have a lot of snow for December. Snow carp. How would that be? Get a nice snow carp. I reckon it's going to be the coldest winter for 27 years. Exactly, Luke. They all do the same job. Yes, mate. It's Jason, yeah. Be good, wouldn't it? So do I, Drew. One of the 18 a day, one of the 40 pounders that's swimming around in here. The big commoner make my year. Has anyone on here caught a snow carp? Hope I do, Luke. The rods are on the money. Jack, I'm not sure about the pretty one, mate. It's not been out since August last year. Cheers, Gary. Tight lines to you, mate. Pretty one used to be 4 or 5 times a year fish, but it's not been out for a long time now. 14 months, 15 months, something like that. Right, guys, I'm going to wrap this up now, yeah? Thanks to all you guys that have joined me. Cheers, George. Yeah, I really appreciate it. Yeah, Luke, if it is in here, it will come out as a late record, yeah. Cheers, guy. Cheers. Cheers, guys. Right, I'll speak to you all soon, yeah? Thanks a lot. Cheers.